Hey everybody, it's Rochelle from arichandsatisfyinglife.com. Thank you so much for stopping by. We are going to be talking about when the transformation just won't occur. You're trying to do it. Hi, Miss Corin. Thank you for stopping by. You're trying to transform and change your life. You're taking all the steps thinking you're doing everything right. You're enrolled in the coaching program, purchased the books, all that good stuff, and nothing's happening. You're still aren't seeing change. You're still not taking action, and all you're doing is feeling frustrated. So I'm going to tell you what's going on and why you're not seeing any change. So who can relate to that? How many of you have enrolled in coaching programs and you haven't done anything? You probably show up every week for the program, but you don't take action. You don't do any of the assignments. I'm out here in this breeze and my eyes are just, whew. Does that sound familiar? Or you purchased a book that was really good, but you didn't apply any of the things that the book mentioned. Or you purchased a journal, a guided journal, and you don't even use it. Or you just set your intention, like this is going to be it. This is going to be the magic pill that's going to change everything for me. Right? You just make up your mind, like I'm going to start taking action and doing. And still nothing much happens. Okay, are you taking consistent action, Corinne? Because consistency is key. Consistent action. And I don't mean consistent every month you take action or every week you take action. I'm talking everyday consistent action. Because a lot of times we think we're doing something, but if we're really honest with ourselves, we're not giving it 100%. I've been guilty of that. Right? It has to be consistent, focused action. And success is just completing what you start out to do. And some people are very driven and they just naturally, they're just naturally driven and they can do it. They can wake up and just go and conquer the day, every day. And then there are others who, like, we need more. It takes more for us to just get started and to get going. And that's something that I like to say that you need a program before the program. So I talk a lot about personal development because, I truly do believe that whatever it is that you've purposed in your heart to do that you can do, that you shouldn't just sit on that dream and not go after it. But what has to happen a lot of times, there's a lot of personal development that needs to happen. Yeah. Disappointment, discouragement, it does. I talked yesterday about, here on Periscope, about maintaining momentum once you get started. You should take a listen to that because the truth is that things aren't just going to happen suddenly. Sometimes they do for some people, but for most, you're not going to see these huge changes right away. So you're going to have to just hang in there, keep doing what you're doing. Hi, Coach. That's my coach, Danielle Winningham at Wealth Speaker. If you're not following her, be sure to do so because she is amazing. That's at Wealth Speaker. So if you're not taking consistent action, then you can't expect to see too many results. And it does take time. But in that Periscope yesterday, I talked about the importance of being around other people who are also taking action, because that's going to help to keep you going. Or being in a coaching program, having a mentor. Those are the sorts of things that keep you going when discouragement sets in. Also, if you have a plan, like write out a plan for this is what I do when I start feeling discouraged, right? You write your plan out. So, and it may include, I'd say, like listening to some music, listening to a motivational message, exercising, whatever it is that gets you hyped and going. And you just follow your plan that you've written out, whether you feel like it or not. And before you know it, you'll start feeling ready to go again. But you just have to keep at it. You have to just keep at it, just keep going. So, yeah, so when the transformation, when you've purchased coaching programs, you've purchased books, you've gone to conferences and everything, and you still can't seem to change, it's because there's some personal development that has to happen. You have to grow into the type of person who's going to take action and take consistent action. And I have a course coming up on July 1st. It's called A Course in Personal Development 6 weeks. And during that 6 weeks, I take you step by step, and we go through everything to help you become that person who takes action. And I did a couple periscopes back. Go back and listen to those if you haven't. But being really clear about what you want is a big part of that. Because if you don't know what you want, it's going to be hard to hang in there. And to just have that momentum to keep going. So you have to get really clear about what you want. And that was a big question. It was actually a big coaching question, a really simple one, but it's a big one. And it was simply, what do you want? What do you want? And to answer that question, you have to be really honest and truthful with yourself. What's your heart saying to you? What do you truly want? And when you answer that question from that place, usually it's easier to maintain momentum and to stay inspired to get things done. So go back and listen to those scopes if you haven't. Those are really good and will help you. But I'm telling you, personal development will help you to take action on whatever coaching program you're in. It will help you to read a book and actually do what the book says. It will help you to complete what you set out to do. You have to be willing to commit to that, to becoming a person who gets things started and gets them done. And it does. It takes effort. So you can check out my program at bit.ly/until I did. The link is in my bio. That's bit.ly/until I did. It's going to be really good. There's accountability. It's going to be raw and vulnerable because it's going to force you to really look at yourself and see who you are. Not who you want to be, not that person you aspire to be, not the person you may have been in the past, but who you are right now. I know a lot of times we take action, or we think of ourselves as this person who we're not yet. And that frustrates and discourages us as well. Because the truth is, most of us, we know exactly, we're smart enough. We kind of know what we should be doing, but we're not doing it. And so because we think of ourselves as, well, I know how to do that. When you attack things from that place, it stops you from taking the action that you need to make things happen. So that's the first step, is you have to be honest with who you are right now. I know that for myself, there was a time where I used to be a person that, I would get stuff done, I knew what I wanted, and I would take action. And then I went through this phase where I was just confused. I didn't know what I wanted. I wasn't taking any real action because I didn't know what I wanted. And honestly, I don't know who I was during that season. But I would take, they have these little quizzes. I would take these quizzes and answer the questions based on the person that I was several months ago, that go-get-it person, or the person that I knew that I could become. But I would never answer them according to who I was in that current moment. And because I wasn't doing that, a lot of the change that I was desiring, a lot of the things that I wanted to see in my life, they weren't happening because I wasn't being honest about who I was. And sometimes we don't want to confront that person that we are right now, because we know that we can do better, be better, and so we don't want to admit to ourselves that, oh my gosh, I don't know who I am right now. And so that's a big first step, is just allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to be honest, so that you can become the person that you desire to be. So, and during those 6 weeks, we're gonna just really explore some questions that'll get you probing and being truthful about who you are and where it is that you really want to be. Sometimes the things that we say that we want to do are not really, but they're things that may sound good, or that other people some dreams or goals for us, or something that we think is safe, but not truly what we want. And so we're going to do some of that as well. It's going to be great. You're going to get a lot of clarity, and the change that you're going to experience is going to be something that you're going to have it after the classes. You're going to apply it to all different areas of your life. So it's going to be really good. I'm excited about this. You can learn more about it at bit.ly/mental I did. So any questions before I go? I'm going to come back later on this evening and talk some more about stuff. But yeah, so if you're not seeing the transformation that you're looking for, I definitely recommend this course, because this will get you ready for whatever program that you want to do, so that you can take action. Any questions? Okay. If there are no questions, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for the hearts. Yes. If you're watching the replay, remember, you can still give hearts and you can still share. I do appreciate it. So see you later on this evening. Bye-bye.